Where'd you get those types of neckerchiefs, Marcus? I've never
I
seen
don't
Roman wear one of
understand.
those before.
He wears them every time he wins the World Heavyweight Championship, man. He's a full neckerchief. He loves it. He's a big fan of it. This is the stupidest thing AI can do to me. The stupidest thing. I didn't notice this. And then Manny points it out, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why did they decide, let's show all his abs? He had a shirt on. Nothing
But
said
Marcus
take Roman's
also,
shirt off.
also, at some point he's not even wearing pants. you're doing, you're doing pants on the side, but then on the other side it's like nope.
No, it's just skin. It's just skin. He likes to wear it where it hangs out a little bit. I don't know, okay? Ask AI these burning questions, okay? But my question is, the bloodline is back. Is that good or bad for the double E that they have to rely on such an old faction now? Or
Uh,
previous faction?
I mean, it's bad. It's
Oh.
bad, but it's
I
good
think
at the
it's
same
okay.
time.
Yeah, I think it's okay because we're back in the entertainment business. I got into the bloodline stuff. Will the sequel be as good as the original? Probably not. But it does give some of these young stars something to go after and say they dismantled the bloodline. Maybe a Oba, a Breaker, or something like that. You can say, hey, I'm the person that beat Roman Reigns. I dismantled the bloodline for good. That's my only thing. But other than that, I was hoping we got new creative direction on Raw after Mania. Like, oh, this is something new. This is an exciting storyline, but they were like retread, rewind, run that
To
back.
be
They
fair,
did a J.
I don't think we're getting anything new till after May 9th, which is Backlash. I
Oh,
honestly think we're not getting anything new in terms of like build or anything. I think they're gonna rehash whatever left the WrestleMania hangover, essentially going into Backlash, and then maybe they start rebuilding after that towards SummerSlam.
why do you feel the rebuild is after Backlash? Because Backlash is so close.
Yeah, Backlash is way too close. Backlash is in like what 3
2 weeks,
weeks?
2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Like it's too soon.
Yep. Like it should have been toward the end. I don't know how they did their scheduling this year with it because WrestleMania normally is earlier. I'm assuming this whole changing it back to Las Vegas kind of threw whatever up. I don't know their business ventures or how they rented out places or what they planned on doing, but I could assume that the theft of WrestleMania from New Orleans to Vegas had its consequences, and that's pushing it back in April, which also pushed it too close to Backlash. So,
Do you think do you think the actual moving it to New Orleans actually changed the creative director?
oh no, I don't think so. I think they haven't known what they were going to do for a long time. I think they've been confused and
I don't
unsure.
think they did. I don't think they did. I think the lack of ticket sales really rattled them towards the end.
Oh, okay. So you're saying everything was going to be the same, but they were still nervous about the ticket sales. Like,
Yeah.
so we would have
Like I
still
think
got Pat
Roman
and the Bloodline reuniting and all that.
well the bloodline wasn't necessarily a reuniting thing till really Raw kind of
Yeah.
yesterday. But I feel like the whole excessive use of celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I feel this is all because of lack of ticket sales. They all kind of came up towards the end of the month to like the last month. It wasn't like they were there. They were all there for like the last maybe
No.
to the Royal Rumble since February. They
Yep.
all were in the last month or so, and I think the excessive use of celebrity, I think, kind of pushed this narrative of like, yeah, we need to increase ticket sales. I am dying, by the way. Listen to my voice.
He's dead. Listen to him. He's almost dead. I'm going to keep asking questions until he's dead. WrestleMania 42 killed Manny, and that's going to be on this epitaph. And that's going to be our rocket ship to fame.
telling you now, I'm in a last man standing match with WrestleMania 42. I'm still standing,
You're currently
barely,
sitting down, literally.
barely. I
I'm
feel like
still
I'm about
here.
to, I feel like I'm Punk about to get speared for the loss. This old man standing.
J.K. Smith chiming in. Good morning. Good evening. May Hulk Hogan get struck watching the Mets. Oh, stuck
Oh,
watching the Mets. I thought he was
what's
going
wrong
to get
with
struck
the
by
Mets?
We are back in 2022 with the Bloodline, and I'm bored at work. This is awesome. I think we're back. So the question is, I feel like we're back. I'm entertained with the Bloodline, their drama, and the shit that goes around Roman. It is the whole show. But you know, I don't know where we're going with Jacob. Is he going to join him? Once he acknowledges, does that mean he's joining him on?
I don't know.
Raw? Does that make them a new Bloodline? Do they add Solo and the MFTs to this, and they expand it to the Bloodline universe in which they now try to take both shows?
I don't know because I feel to answer your question with a further question.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Go deeper.
Is this lazy? Is this lazy booking?
I think it's safe booking. I don't know if it's 100% lazy. It's depending on what we get after this.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's comfort booking. Like let's try to get back. Let's reset. And I know after 40 we had pretty much a downswing. We don't know where to go after that. And it's kind of like watching the. It's parallel to Marvel. We had Infinity War and Endgame and whatnot, and Marvel kind of flailed after that. It was kind of like
we're deep in the Shang-Chi era, and then the Miss Marvel era, and then what else came after that?
Yeah, and they threw all this shit at you, and then they're back, and they're saying we're bringing Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. back, but as Doctor Doom and Captain America as whatever. So they were like, let's run that back because those were the good days, and I feel like WWE is parallel to that universe, and it's like let's go back to the good days when business was booming. Maybe we get a second one out of this. But I don't know. I just feel like they went with comfort instead of like, let's challenge, let's do something crazy, let's create another big bad, let's make a new threat out there. Yeah. Unless the new threat is on the horizon, unless they have bigger plans. Maybe they're planning something bigger with the Vision.
I think the way Paul Heyman was looking at those two yesterday, it was like almost like he wants Braun to cut them too loose.
It might be. I would say, yeah. It seemed like it was a. They do come off as the idiots of just idiots in general. Yeah. Especially the way Logan was going after the crowd yesterday, and they were being booed and whatnot. They come off as idiots, and the I Show Speed thing seems like that might be their corner of like maybe they just fight celebrity tag teams or something. I wouldn't mind going that route. Why not Jake Paul, Logan Paul on Monday Night Raw where you have full control?
I don't know if you'd. I don't know. I think I might stop watching wrestling for a bit.
Oh wow!
I might take time off because Jake Paul is too much. Jake Paul is actually too much, and he.
No, I don't mean bring in Jake Paul.
Jake Paul you can't be given direction. That's just one thing. He cannot be given direction.
Manny, I'm not saying bring in Jake Paul. I'm saying do everything with Jake Paul, with Logan Paul and Austin Theory, but in the tag team division, have them fight bums. And old retired tag teams from the Indies and shit. And just try to make money off of it. It's like, oh, who's going to beat us? Bring in UFC fighters, train them to wrestle a little bit. And have them beat their ass. I'm just saying, try something crazy. Go out there, go to them.
So I did watch some Stevie stuff.
Oh, okay.
So they were talking about, they spoke about Brock's retirement. Mm-hmm. Meltzer's out there saying Meltzer's out there saying that within WWE they don't think this is a real retirement. I'm kind of on that opinion of he's probably got one match left in him, and I think that's to be retired by Gunther at SummerSlam. I think.
Yeah, I'm in the vein of let him be retired. Let's let it happen. I'm okay whether it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I like to bet against Dave Meltzer every single time I get a chance to. So,
but then
Brock is retired.
Stevie was like, they made a huge star of Oba, but it'd be a massive mistake right now, and this is Stevie's words, not mine. It'd be a massive mistake right now to put a title on him just for the sake of putting a title on him. I think, and then he thinks that he should be on some type of Goldberg run in WCW, where he just goes through people. But obviously have meaningful matches in the same vein as well. Like have bullshit matches, then a notch, like number 5, like someone that's actually slightly credible, then 10 and whatnot. And then eventually have him go after Roman towards the end.
Yeah, I'm down for that. Good build. Like he gets good challengers, like people who have been in the mid card and upper mid card for days. Like he could beat probably Finn or Dom and stuff like that. Beat Penta, beat Royce Keys, or even Jacob if he's going to be on this show. You go through all these guys, have little stories. Before you know it, it's Royal Rumble season and or Survivor Series, and he's a sole survivor. He won the Rumble, and he has all this momentum going in, and he goes and he's going against one-on-one, the Tribal Chief. The ruler versus the Tribal Chief just has a headline all over it. The problem is it's Saudi Arabia.
But there's also another thing which I need. I think there is a chance if they leave it too long, and I'm saying 9 months might be too long. If they leave it too long, that's normally the period. Like normally when people start getting behind you, they expect you to go for the title, but then eventually you get that become LA Knight, and the people that like are never gonna get it.
Never gonna get it. Never gonna get it. Do you think they should give him the belt at SummerSlam and just cut it in half?
I think that's still too soon. I think possibly Survivor Series.
Okay, so in November.
And
then what would be his trajectory? Let's go. Manny books Raw. Manny Road Dogg Jesse James or Triple H.
I think he go. I think he.
Oba and May at Backlash. What's he doing?
I think he destroys someone relevant in the mid card. I don't think it'll be Penta. I don't think it'll be Rusev because I think they're leaning towards an IC title feud. I don't think that's going to make Backlash, though. I'm assuming that's a Raw kind of title defense kind of thing. But I think you have him defeat people notable in the mid card, and then we start moving towards he should be, because at that point I think the fans would be like, he should have a title come around maybe August, September, and then we start moving him into like starting to face people in the upper mid card to the top, like just below the top card. To make him more relevant, even if he can take a loss. He can take a loss, but like he was close.
I feel like he should go Ultimate Warrior route,
and just dominate.
Dominate. He goes to SummerSlam. He wins the IC title. We have him beat Penta or whoever's the champion by then. Maybe it's even Dirty Dom or something like that. Hell, it could be LA Knight for all I care. But he wins the IC title. He goes through. He's defending that. He gets worthy opponents all the way up to Survivor Series. He continues to win. He retains. He enters the Rumble as IC champion. He wins the Royal Rumble by knocking out, I don't know, Gunther is another last guy or something. Somewhere around there.
Gunther's always the last guy.
It's always Gunther. And then you have the build of him and Roman. Roman's probably going to start taking time off again since he's available all summer. He's probably not going to be around. Gunther could be calling, Obi could be calling him out. We have our build toward to WrestleMania, and where we we build toward the ruler versus the Tribal Chief. We treat it as a big fight deal. Yada, yada, yada. There's nothing else on there. And Oba wins clean. Or do you have Oba lose finally? And go the Cody route and try to come back.
I don't think we ever need to do a Cody route. Cody was lucky that last scene in WrestleMania 40 was good, because if that ended up like anything like WrestleMania 42, we ain't talking ever about finish the story. Because like everyone genuinely got bored of whatever Cody was doing in that period between the two WrestleManias.
Yeah. So, speaking of Cody and Punk, they had their little powwow on this Monday Night Raw. They're kind of basically in the middle of the show or whatnot. I know we're not in the order of Raw or whatnot, but which one of those guys do you think you're turning heel? Because I feel like one of them got to turn at this point.
It's easier to turn Punk because people will still cheer Punk.
So, does that mean it's easier to turn Cody?
No, it's harder to turn Cody because you've got to think about the money. Cody generates so much money with the little kids, the Cody adults. I was going to say Disney adults, the Cody adults. Yeah, he generates too much money. That's why that stupid Golden Boy and QB1 moniker is around.
Yeah, but would you say, okay, he might be the number one guy. He's the current John Cena and all that, but We're in the Obafema business. We're in the Roman Reigns business. We're in the Braun Breaker business. We're in the Trick Williams business. We're in the Danhausen business to make up for the merch. Would you say this is an okay time to turn because we have all these other potential top baby faces? These potential people could take his starting spot as QB1.
I think a lot of the thing is that a lot of the time this is why they didn't really do it with Cena, is they were too afraid of that top dollar being changed with the merch money and everything. They were too afraid to pull the trigger because they could have easily pulled the trigger whenever they wanted. Because apparently, like if you listen to interviews, he was ready to turn heel against The Rock. He had different music made and everything, but
that wasn't the right time though.
I think it would have been because, like, regardless of who it was, everyone was going to cheer The Rock. But it's a gamble, and it may be a gamble worth paying off because he is definitely stale. He is He is COVID Drew McIntyre at this moment in time.
I mean, he's fallen into the same problem he fell in AEW, where people were like, "They're done with it. They're done with it. You did it. You did it."
He's done everything he could do. He's a 3-time WWE champion now. He's done everything he could possibly do as a face. I think he needs a successful heel run.
He needs
whether
a heel
he
run
can do it or not.
Whether he can do it or not. I think he needs to turn heel because, like you said, he's done everything as a babyface. There's only so many times you can get turned on before you start turning on other people. So let's have him be paranoid and be annoyed with everybody in the room. And SmackDown, for one, needs a big bad. There is no heel on SmackDown I see as a serious threat at the current state. Miz and Kit Wilson are jokes. Gunther's on that show. Drew's taking a break. Yeah.
I think Drew's taking a break. I think he's going to film Highlander.
Yeah, and we've had Drew as the top guy, and I don't think it worked or clicked, and some parts of the reason he was telling the truth, and we were tired of Cody. So there is the top guy. Sammy is a mid-card heel at best, if he wants to go that route. Trick, if you want to make him a heel, he's too beloved by the fans right now. I wouldn't do that. In fact, he can take that Cody spot.
Well, he is still a heel. He is technically still a heel. He's just overly cheered.
Yeah. I mean, so I see no reason why not to turn Cody heel. There's no top heel on SmackDown right now. And maybe you can align him with his boy Ricky or something to help him turn heel.
Maybe. I think that's probably what we're probably looking at.
Maybe him, Jade, Ricky can get together. Maybe it's almost an AEW invasion. Put the Elite together. All the old AEW guys together. And try to take down and destroy WWE. I mean, TKO's already doing that, but...
Do you put Penta and Ray Phoenix in that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm racist. No, I just feel like I think they're over as baby faces. I don't feel like you add them to that. Maybe they could be the people who would be like, "Oh, why are you guys doing this?" And like, we're taking over. We're done.
Where does this leave us? This leaves us Rhea leaving for Raw, leaving for SmackDown. I think this is going to continue her and Jade because I don't see anyone else near that top that can actually do anything other than Jade, unless they turn Rhea heel again.
Well, they can pump Charlotte back up and make her a singles again, and you got boring ass Tiffany Stratton out there who's going to do the same thing to feud with her.
She's US title,
and yeah, that could end in a minute. She'll lose to Julia and move on. Okay, we can end that. Maybe you elevate Julia, give Tiffany Stratton that and Julia stuff. But I feel like Stratton and Rhea is such a contrast in characters that it does actually work. You can actually turn Stratton properly heel because she's not really doing much as a face. Anyway, Rhea is already your over baby face, and Tiffany could be that pretty girl against the golf chick, and we can do that easy money feud.
I mean, I would like to see them try and make Chelsea go up there.
Yep, you can elevate Chelsea, or maybe they give I know this is a long shot, but maybe they call up somebody from NXT and they go straight for the title. They don't win it.
Don't you dare say JC. Don't you dare once again say JC.
I wasn't even going to say JC.
You were thinking it.
I was going to say JCJ like that. Okay.
You know how in TV shows, sometimes they show what's going on inside people's brains, and sometimes it's that monkey with the symbols going,
Yeah,
and normally
yeah.
in normally in a waistcoat. Inside your
Yeah.
brain right now is JC Dane swinging those hips with guns.
All the time. But I don't. I like. Maybe you call Jada up. I think
I
she
don't
can
think she's
handle.
ready yet.
I think she can handle words with Rhea. I don't know
And
about that.
When we all know Jada's going up the Raw.
Oh yeah.
Jay.
Ooh, so she a part of the family now. But we don't really know the status of Naomi. We don't.
Well, they give it. She's had the baby now, isn't she?
Well, there's all this AI photos. We don't know when the baby's happened. I'm sure she's had the baby, but we don't know when. What's her expectations of returning? Because when she comes back, I believe she's a big deal, and the way she left out, I believe people are going to react to her in either positive or negative way because she's a heel. But I think she would be the person that would go after Rhea in that situation.
And then we've got the Liv situation. I don't think Sol Ruca's going after that title anytime soon. I think it's still going to be Stephanie Vaccaro. It just depends on how these two are how banged up these two are.
Well, we need clarification. Is Sol a main roster's mainstay, or was this a one-off? I feel like it was just a one-off.
No, I think she's coming up. I think tonight her match with Zaria. I think Zaria's going to win, and this is the end of Sol. I think it's the last woman standing match, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I think Sol's leaving
could be
tonight.
the end. It could be
Yeah,
the
I think
end.
Sol's leaving tonight.
So you have her losing in the end and then going to the main roster.
Yeah, that's what
instead of
normally
winning
happens.
and then going.
Yeah, you
I know
always
that's
lose
what I
before you
normally
go.
do, but it's Zaria, Manny. It's Zaria.
I know, but like I mean Eric's gonna be uncontrollable on Thursday on the late show. But yeah, I don't rate Zaria. She hasn't done anything impressive. And then the fact that this story is, oh, you keep getting all these opportunities. Why do you think she's getting these opportunities, Zaria? You don't give opportunities to people that are shit.
Because she's white and blonde, Manny. Because she's white and blonde.
She's white.
Yeah, I know that. But let Zaria be the hypocrite. I wouldn't mind if Zaria said that because you're blonde and white and you get all these opportunities. And so it'll be like, I'm black, bitch.
Well, what are you gonna be like? Oh, because she speaks like "Good day, mate."
Yeah, you got a problem with me because I'm Australian. Oi, 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 and all that. But I don't. I can see. I see Soul winning. I don't see Zaria winning at all. I don't think
I see
that
Zaria winning.
it would elevate her to getting a one victory over Soul and being over celebrated and basically be Pat Beverly getting into winning the play-in tournament a few years back. But I think I'll keep Soul strong and have her beat Zaria and then leave. And then Zaria is more of a monster that Soul is not around and she's just focused on the title. And what Zaria does after that, I don't know. She probably should become champion. I don't know who else should hold that title anyway. Lola, I don't think is alone for that title.
No, I think there's a good chance Lola probably gets called up tonight.
That's true.
Not tonight. I mean, Friday.
Yeah, on SmackDown. I know you mean SmackDown.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
It's a good chance. She could either one drop the belt or do I have the title, but I'm on this other show. I mean, she's already working AAA as well. Why not just put her on the main roster? She's working 3 shows at the same time, probably. But it should be. The future seems to be okay, but we'll see. This was Raw after Mania. I mean, we basically covered all the major stories right now already. But
Yeah.
I will pose the question: is Raw after Mania dead?
Yeah. But I think Raw after Mania was only great because AEW didn't exist. That when Raw after Mania was crazy. So you don't have many like free agents floating about or previous stars floating about that like are free to jump and be a massive surprise. I think the only surprises you're getting are call-ups, and I don't think they really hit as much because I don't think as much as we like to think NXT is the best thing going in WWE or AAA. Not many people watch those things in comparison to the larger scale of WWE, like Raw and SmackDown. So when these people come through, the reaction isn't as big. Like it was massive for Trick, it was massive for Oba, but I feel like those two are such polarizing figures. Anyone, because the reaction for Ethan wasn't even that big of a deal.
No. But then again, could it have just been Las Vegas? And
It could have been.
The crowd's been weak for most of the weekend. It's been a money crowd of people who just are there because they have the money to go to all these events. Because I remember Raw at the Mania being ruckus. It wasn't just the show itself and surprises and stuff happening. It was the fans who were always excited that WrestleMania just happened and we're all fucking loud and we're chanting everything. We're booming all the wrong people. Now everybody's kind of tame.
Yeah, but you got to remember now, back then also, SmackDown, it may have been on Friday, but it was taped on Tuesday. So you're not burnt out from being a Friday night SmackDown taping in Vegas. Raw was SmackDown. I mean, WrestleMania was always one night at that point. So you weren't burnt out from 2 nights of Mania, and then to go to a fourth night possibly at of Raw. Of like, how burnt out are you gonna be? I can't cheer for that for 4 nights straight. Look how hard we're struggling today.
Maybe I want to say that's 100. Yeah, that is a amazing. That is an excellent point. Maybe fans are burnt out. They got the Friday show, they got the WrestleManias, they had Hall of Fames, and considering all the other events going around it, whether it's House of Glory or GCW or whatever, or Bloodsport, whatever it may be, maybe fans are in that crowd going like, all right, let's just get on. I'm done with wrestling. This has been a lot.
Because Raw after Mania should be in another city. It shouldn't be in the same kind of state as where WrestleMania was. It needs to be somewhere else for you to get a little bit more of a fresher reaction of like, oh, this is a new beginning. What's going to happen? Because that's what Raw after Mania used to be.
That's so true. You know what, Manny, you came in here with some valid points of enlightenment. The show should have been subtitled "Manny figured out why Raw after Mania sucks."
Well, Marcus,
that should have been the headline.
J.K. Smith, you shut your mouth. You shut your mouth with those lips. No, I'm talking about the second. And then the other one, the one below it as well.
I know.
The one below it. Do you know what, J.K. Smith? I'm not turning off my computer for another 12 days for that. How you feel? How you like that?
But they should have moved it. They should. Give it would, like you said, give it a new feel, fresher crowd. I mean, because they wore this crowd out. I'm sure most of them have been there for 2 to 3 nights, whatever.
Well, that whole green shirt people were there. Everyone in that front row was there for 4 nights.
Yeah. Night 1, night 2 of WrestleMania could be like, because you know what? That is kind of when the Raw after Mania kind of died off, is when the night 1, night 2. We know in Saudi Arabia, the Raw after Mania ain't going to be shit because they got to get home.
Well, it's not even that. They'll probably do Raw after Mania in Saudi as well. And even that point, Marcus, the Saudi crowd ain't shit. All right? They know who they know. They don't know any, like, these NXT call-ups, they ain't going to know.
Can I offer another theory real quick?
Go
on. Maybe WWE has officially lost every hardcore wrestling fan that would get loud and start chanting real loud. Maybe AEW has that whole audience.
I don't think AEW has that whole audience. I think WWE, TKO has probably priced all of them out. But you also run into how much energy do you have? Because all these people that have expendable money that would go to these shows, that eventually dries up. And they're all getting older now. Like, I'm assuming those hardcore loud people are in their mid-30s, possibly venturing into their 40s, which is us. And
then they got kids, and they just trying to tell kids, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
How much energy you got? How much energy have you actually got for doing this for 4 nights? Because
I would be so done.
Today.
Yeah,
I imagine, and I just sat here watching it.
Yeah, imagine being in Vegas with your whole family for this week of WrestleMania. It's got to be exhausting. I know people that have done it. That are doing it currently. I'll probably ask them when I see them when I go back to work. But how did you do it? Like, I feel like I would have been done with these fucking kids. I'll be done with these casinos. I'm done with these people. I'm done with like Campbell Sampson next to somebody musty for 2 nights. I'm done with all of this. I just want to go home in my bed, and I want everybody to shut the fuck up for a minute.
And then you know what? And then these hardcore fans, some of these ones they go into the WrestleCon, some of them are going to other wrestling shows that are happening around in the area that are putting on shows. It's tiring.
Yeah, it's tiring. And then my final question for you, Manny, because we are talking about WrestleMania and Jason. And for those who don't know what our reaction to WrestleMania was, because you didn't watch the watch-alongs, we thought night 1 was shit, night 2 was great. And
I don't think night 2 was great. I don't think night 2 was great. Marcus, night 1 lowered the bar. Night 1 really lowered the bar for night 2 to clearly jump over. But night 2, if you looked at night 2 on its own, night 2 was good, but it wasn't great.
You know what? I'm willing to say night 1 was great just because, man. I'll give him that. Just was it perfect? No. It's a great show.
No, I'm saying it was good. I'm saying it was good. It's better than if you're using WrestleMania 9 and 11 as the benchmark. If you're using WrestleMania 9 and 11 as the benchmark of worst WrestleManias ever, night 2 clears it. But night 1 is very much on par with 9 and 11.
That's why it's a 6. That's why it's a 6 of a show. That's why it's a 6. It's a WrestleMania 6.
I am too. I'm tired of seeing Tyrese.
I am too. We're watching the NBA playoffs. I didn't think I'd see him since his team ain't even really in it no more. They done. And I've seen him more than any other NBA player. It's like seeing Hulk Hogan all over WrestleMania weekend. But I'm going to say this. Do you think AEW should, for All In, which is their, I'm assuming they're WrestleMania. I mean, you can argue any of their shows.
It's Double or Nothing, isn't it?
Huh? Double or Nothing was the first show, but I think they treat All In as the show.
Because to be fair, though, to me, though, Revolution, yeah, sure, All In goes in stages, but Revolution is their, to me, always is their best pay-per-view of the year. Always, because AEW start off their pay-per-view year with Revolution, and it's always the one that goes right out of the gate, boom, banging.
So one of the reasons why I would call All In their number 1, even though it's not the show that's the best show of the year, because even WWE has shows that be like, oh, you know what, the best show of the year was the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. I'm just gonna randomly say that. I don't know if it's true. I don't remember, but I'm saying All In because whenever you use the metadata from any of their YouTube videos, All In is the first thing they go in. They put in like different combinations.
Let me also tell you something, Marcus. It can't be All In. Do you know why?
Why?
No, Kenny Omega singles match at Wembley. Unforgivable. And I stand by that argument for the last, how many years has it been? 3?
Yeah. So we're 7 years into this company, Manny. Do you think that All In they should do a AEW kind of weekend kind of deal? Like WWE, just fan service, yada yada, big time deal.
They could do
merchandise
fan
show,
service,
maybe a Hall of Fame or some nonsense.
Nah. Saturdays, Sunday at an All In, being as I have done it, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. Plus the pre-show, it's exhausting. I think I was in there from 3:00, and I left the stadium at like 10.
Yeah,
it's a long day.
Show. Yeah,
it's such a long day. And
would you break it into 2 days?
No. No, because Marcus,
they just do more. That would be so funny. Instead of like making it shorter, they say, "Yes, we'll start at 3-2." I live at 11 on night 2. Why did I leave? Night 1 was at 10. I live at 11 on night 2.
And I think you increase the risk of injury as well, because you know they'll do it the New Japan way when they do 2 nights, where some people will be in a tag match night 1, and then they'll have their singles match with whoever it's supposed to be on night 2, and these 2 will be so fucked up by that. It's just like, oh, I don't want to watch. They're not fresh anymore. What's the point of this?
They're beat up.
Yeah.
Darby's rolling himself out to the ring and then set himself on fire still. Why is he on fire?
Yeah, you run the risk of so much injury. You run the risk of so much injury. I mean, they could do like a fan event on Saturday and then still do the regular show on Sunday, because the Sunday show is going to be as long as it is. It's going to be.
Yeah, but I mean, our logic would be to shorten each show if we did 2 nights. Let's say if we did, my logic would be shorten the shows to be in about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours each, and so the people aren't there all day. I'm just saying.
Because you know.
But
I'm
Tony
telling you now,
Khan, once you
Tony
saw
Khan
me,
don't know how to
I
do
was
that.
like, "Fuck, man, they're going 8 each. They did it. They doing it. They didn't do this for the reasons I thought they would. They were like, we need to get everybody on the card. You need to watch Hintacero versus Johnny Mundo or some shit in some random ass match."
No, it'd be probably Hechicero versus Mystico for the 15th time. Yeah, I thing is, what WrestleMania Night 1 did for me was make me kind of want to see AEW on Wednesday night.
You know what that means.
I'm getting tag match after tag match after tag match on Wednesday.
Okay, so Manny.
Oh, wait. Let me tell you something, my brother.
Okay.
Why was WrestleMania Night 1 better than Night 2 better than Night 1? There was no tag matches. I rest my case. Fuck a tag match.
Over Brock. They only had that one, huh? Man, the 6-man with speed was the date.
That was all Night 1.
You win.
Tag wrestling is terrible.
It's not. Don't blame those tag matches. They didn't get the time. Those tag matches could have been bangers.
Could have been, but they weren't.
I was gonna ask, dude, who you guys the number one right now? In point of, you're probably gonna say Eve, but who's your number one promotion coming out of WrestleMania? Do you think WWE still has the grip of the people as being the number one spot of where you can watch the best pro wrestling show, or is it someone else?
I think it's the best pro wrestling show, like TV pro wrestling show.
And I mean entertainment too. I don't mean in ring and everything. I mean the whole shebang.
It probably still will be WWE, but Marcus, the grip is not great. The grip, the grip is like this. If you told me to hold something and you're holding it like this and everything was falling through your hands, that's how WWE is at the moment. But it's like, oh no.
Yeah. Do you feel like we're only covering and considering, and people only considering WWE number one because of its past history? Do you think that if we just said, for the last 2 years, which one was number one, AEW or WWE, and they only had that history?
Thing is, you would still look at it as like the star power in WWE is a lot higher than AEW. But WWE, if you looked at it as a graph, WWE money wise, yeah, sure, it's growing every time they go out there. But I think in terms of in ring and entertainment at this moment in time, I think they've plateaued. Whereas AEW, they're like this all the time. It's like sometimes they'll give you a great show, sometimes they'll make you angry. But they're like this, and I think it's because AEW are taking risks, and I don't mind that.
I appreciate their risk taking, and you know what? It seems like they might have their best days together. It seems like we haven't heard an incident. I mean, there's still people in the Shadow Realm and the Phantom Zone and whatnot, but we haven't heard any of these toxic stories that were coming out in the early days of AEW or whatnot, and the figuring shit out days. Seems like they figured the shit out, and if they keep playing this steady pace and WWE keep with the fuckery and the selling out, I think AEW can surpass them, and it could become the new home of professional wrestling fans, casual and old. Because people should watch both if you are into wrestling. And I don't think
the casual. I don't think AEW is ever really going to fully capture the casual. I don't fully see AEW really being able to fully capture the casual, because it is all about wrestling, so it always will be the home for the wrestling fan. Whereas WWE is the home for the casual. WWE is the place where you can dip in and out, and everything's still going to be roughly the same.
Levi chimes in with an AEW is doing TKO tags and Forbidden Door seats are $700.
That's cheap.
And you know what, Levi? Yeah, I was about to say this. Hold on. Let me say it. Compared to WWE and TKO, That is a bargain. I don't know where you're sitting with $700. And $700 in TKO, you may not even be in the building yet as when the tickets go on sale.
The WWE show, if you were, it's Forbidden Door in a state. Forbidden Door is probably in an arena, but so $700 will probably put you in the top ring in a WWE show.
Levi, where is Forbidden Door this year? I don't even remember where it's at. Because I know it was in England last year, right?
Yeah.
This year, I'm not sure. Oh, no. Is it? No, Double or Nothing's in New York. That's coming up soon. San Jose? Oh, maybe I'll make a trip for that one. I might make a trip for that one. Am I paying $700 for a ticket? No.
Wait. Which Double or Nothing was $150? And when did you get them? Because normally those prices dip towards the last night.
No, this is Double or Nothing in Vegas for way back. A few years ago.
Oh yeah, that's different. You were up and coming then. Now you start making a name for yourself. You can charge a bit more.
Well, these are the early. I'm assuming these are early bird ticket prices, right?
That's
right
also inflation. Remember,
Door?
that's also inflation involved in that too. We're in a different world from AEW like 5 years ago.
Yeah, I believe the 700 price for floor seats for. I don't know if these are floor seats for AEW, but they should be about right.
Yeah, but floor seats could be right at the back, Marcus, where you can barely see anything.
Oh, no, I don't want that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about those floors. I'm not talking about that floor. I'm talking about real floor seats. When you're buying ringside seats is what I should say.
Yeah, ringside I still think is like $2,000, but that's cheap. That's still cheaper than a TKO ticket.
Yeah, I can't even afford food if you go to a TKO, of course. Oh man, you gonna treat us to barbecue again? Man, I'm down. We may be making a trip to San Jose. When's Forbidden Door? I may go to that.
June the 28th.
I would go to that and not care about the New Japan stars. I just want to see the AEW stars because they stole them all. And I don't understand AEW injuries, man. Jay White seemed like he's been dead for years, by the way. Like, I
don't know if he's still injured anymore, at the point that he's maybe they have nothing for him to come back to. Yeah.
I mean, they keep bringing back the Bang Bang game in different iterations with Ace Austin and Austin Gunn.
They keep getting injured.
Guns. They have that faction has been snake
the worst
since its beginning. Yeah, since the beginning, they lost Juice right away, and then when Juice comes back, Jay White's injured, and then when Jay White got injured, both Juice got him in. Like, damn. So, you know what? I'll talk to the council. Maybe I can consider Eric and Ryan to go to. San Jose is a beautiful city. I my short stint in the Bay for that time.
Your short stint in the Bay.
When I was living out my car.
Oh yeah, what glorious time to be on that show.
Oh, but where we at? Yeah, we had some interesting discussions. I don't really have much else to say.
No, I'm more excited for the Eve show on Saturday. I mean, you got Miyu Yamashika again coming back.
Oh, who's she
so
kicking?
Someone's gonna get Alyssa Inc. So these two have got both kick. These two both kick, but I don't see anyone kick harder than Miyu.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody, and I'm talking about men and women and any other category, kick harder than Miyu. Those things look like it hurt, and I feel like if she kicked me, I go, Miyu, why? It's like crying. What did I do?
I wish you could come to an Eve show and sit front row where I sit and just hear it. Because when you hear it, it sounds disgusting because you don't just hear the kick and the leg slap that may follow with it. You hear the groan of the woman that gets kicked. And it's disturbing.
I think the hardest hit I've ever seen close to me live, I thought it was going to be the Ring of Honor show. It's probably the best seats I've ever had. There were floor seats, ringside, yada, yada, right? But the best was TNA. Steve Cutler hit somebody so hard where you heard his spine tingle in the middle of it. Where you just went, but why? What did he do to deserve that? It was so hard. You just felt it. You felt it like if you know how when you're in a concert, you hear like the drums and kind of feel it in your body a little bit, the rhythm.
Yeah.
Like you felt that hit, and I was like, I don't know what it was. Probably I think it was Laredo Kid or somebody that got hit. I can't remember exactly,
I heard it.
but it fucking was a thud.
I heard
oh
a
my God.
Walter chop because he wasn't skinny Gunther, but skinny Gunther when I saw him. This was the last UK show before COVID hit in Coventry, and I can't remember who he hit, but it sounded disgusting. And I think I was second row for that.
The old librarian go, literally you hear the air expel from the lungs after those kicks from Mayu. I felt it and I was watching on TV. Like
Thing
you
is,
just see
sometimes
death.
you hear the rev up, so you hear her take a deep breath in before she does it.
Yeah. And the thing is about it, I've seen UFC events, I've seen boxing events, I've seen all types of events. I don't think I've ever seen anybody hit somebody as hard as Mayu. Yeah. I can't say her last name, Mayu. I've never heard it. Yeah. I have never in all like even at UFC and boxing fights you can see somebody get hit and be like, ooh. I've never went gas like those shots I've seen.
And then like when she took on Jamie Hayter for the Friday show like 2 months ago now, no, it was a month ago I think. Yeah, about
Somewhere
a month
and a half.
6 weeks ago. When you saw what Jamie was able to do to Miyu's face, my God, Jamie was lucky she got rest because she was getting kicked in the ribs, not the head.
But we'll see. I mean, if we want to talk about other things for Raw, honestly, we're not getting this match, but they have it set up. They have it set up, Manny. I know you don't want it. I know probably most of the people don't want it. I kind of want it. I need 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen.
I don't need that.
We need to end this.
For the
lies and treachery of that other team to claim that they are the 4 horsewomen.
You can't do that without Miss Banks.
It's nonsense. They don't even. You gotta have Miss Banks.
Without Banks.
I know you gotta have Banks. I know that's why it's not happening. But unless she somehow gets out of a contract and re-ups or some nonsense like that, but
you know how happy this woman is.
Manny, she may appear happy on the outside, but on the inside, she wanted to be at WrestleMania. No, I don't see her leaving. Anytime soon. So, but I'm saying that is the match. That is the War Games match, or the Anarchy in Arena match that needs to happen on either side.
So show stuff. So the next watch along will probably be May 9th for Backlash. I don't think we need to do Saturday night's main event on May 23rd.
Why? That could be Brock Lesnar's retirement.
No.
Real retirement.
I just don't care. And then there's a weekend, Marcus, where I think we need to do 2 nights. Oh. So obviously there's Sunday, May 31st, which is Clash in Italy. But that's going to be our regular time for me.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
However, on Sabado,
I may not be able to do that one.
30th of May, at 30th of May, it is Mask versus Mask.
Hell yeah, I'm there. That's a man. I hate that these are falling on a Saturday. Maybe my schedule will change. Maybe I'll be off. But I know I'll make one for sure. I'm definitely doing one for Mask versus Mask. I don't care what I gotta do.
It has to be done. Be done. And it's only an hour.
I'm invested into this shit. Yeah. Invested. So.
Yeah.
So
there's some show updates coming up.
Yeah. But there's maybe a schedule change coming in within that time. Who knows? Hopefully, it's to be the final schedule change of 2026. Because I've been moved so many fucking times, and I told them.
The late show is killing me, guys.
Don't do it, Manny.
I think I'm technically gonna be okay for it because I've been awake, awake in the middle of the night for 5 days straight. So I think I'll be all right this week. But I'm hoping they move that schedule.
And even if they don't, Manny, you know what? You committed to the late show. It's not worth the views for you to be out that late. It's not. It's not. Like, it's doing 50 views, 60. Like, it's not worth it for you to be killing yourself to do this show.
Marcus, it finishes on 50 views. It ends on about 12. You know how embarrassing that is?
Yeah. It isn't worth it, okay? So, yeah, we'll see. There may be schedule change, and, we're trying to figure all this out.
We didn't even read this. Did you read this? I think WWE has been on a downturn the last 2 years. Personally invested in so little of the product. AEW has much wilder swings in quality, but at least sometimes it hits. Yeah, I don't think that's what it is. I think sometimes coming from somewhere that's very like, I need to be story driven and things to make sense. A lot of things don't make sense when you watch AEW. It's almost like you really have to turn off your when you go watch what's it, Fast and Furious and films like that, where it's like you can't believe in that. You can't.
My brain.
I turn my brain off.
No, I have to turn it up. It's on a 12 because I believe it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life every single time.
I find it funny.
I look for logic. I look for illogic even when there's logic behind it.
There's no logic in that show anymore. There's no logic at all sometimes.
But I agree with the AEW taking big swings, and you know what? You get that. The big swings pay off sometimes. Sometimes you don't always hit a home run, but it's the effort that you saw somebody at the plate and that they just not throwing it in. And it seems like WWE is more about like, let's get through this instead of like, let's make something happen. Let's make moments. Like, I can't even remember what was the last, I'm going to say Open and Brock, WrestleMania moment. People loved it and whatnot. But maybe before then, what was the last big moment other than, 40? And then before then, what was that? It's like, there had to have been really many moments. Vince was all about, let me create that moment. What's that iconic moment people are going to leave from this WrestleMania? And I believe every WrestleMania he had up until then, not saying that they need to bring Vince back. This is not a campaign for that. I'm just saying the strategy was every WrestleMania should have that one moment that people remember.
Yeah. 100%.
Like 41? I don't know. Rhea and them, the match. I guess Steve Austin running over somebody.
But yeah, I think we need to call it a day, and this will be the last time you see us till Thursday.
Manny survives up there.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride since Friday. No, since Thursday.
Since Thursday, this has been going on. Shit, since the late show on Thursday. We've had the SmackDown watch along on Friday.
SmackDown, WrestleMania 1, Night 1, WrestleMania Night 2, Eve, Raw, and then this show.
Yep. Made it, Manny. You did it.
We did it. You know what would have been worse? If we had NXT sprinkled in there.
I'm glad no stand and deliver, by the way. No stand and deliver. We got that out the way. So tune into our next watch on SmackDown after Mania. No, it's playing that. We're not doing it.
I can't do that. That's 3 hours. That's 3 hours. I can't do that again. That show felt like 3 hours. Yeah. Raw didn't feel like 3 hours.
No, Raw went by fast 2.5. Oh, overall, I thought Raw was a good show, but it didn't feel like a Mania, Raw after Mania, if you want to get that review out there.
No, yeah, it was good. It was good. Mm-hmm. It just didn't have the luster of the hype of anything can happen at the Raw after WrestleMania. I know who I was expecting to walk out, to be fair.
Hold on, Manny. I need silence. Do you not hear that, or am I going crazy?
What, the humming of your fan? A car going behind your window.
I hear the song. No, I hear all that too. I hear Brass Monkey, and I don't know why. Brass Monkey, not funky monkey. Anyway, maybe my hearing's getting better. Maybe I'm Superman. Who knows? That's it for the show.
Well, that's a goddamn lie. You ain't no Superman.
You know you can't prove it. You can't prove it. I took my glasses off. Who knows? Who knows? I've been distorting you guys for my looks. I'm actually a 6'5" white man who's ripped.
Well, I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know if we should applaud you because you're technically doing blackface in that case.
So yeah, Superman hypno glasses that do that. Apparently, the new one. If he were to make people see a black man in that, Superman doing blackface, should we cancel Superman? If Lex Luthor picked up those glasses and went, "What the hell has he been doing?"
Does he count though? Because technically he's not human. He's an alien. Is it racist still?
It is.
That is a debate.
Yeah, Manny, I'm going to put a picture up. I don't know why it's in the queue. I don't know if we ever used it, but
No, that's Rika's lying on my desk. This is what WrestleMania weekend has done to her. Anything for her. Anything for her to get attention from me. Even though we climbed a hill today, we climbed Primrose Hill, and my legs are tired, my back's dead, and then we had to walk down it. It's a nightmare.
Earlier, this is Manny and Ruca on the bench of just being tired after that hill. Yeah, but we'll be back Thursday.
Picture, Ryan.
It is.
I'm sure there is worse though.
Oh no, there's plenty worse. All right, but we'll be back. Shit. Yeah,
Thursday night. Thursday night.
Live. All right, that's
See
it. That's
ya.
all. Peace. Penis. We haven't said that once.
Penis.
Penis.